Hey guys, it's Key and it's Key Live Trading. Thanks for tuning in to another video. So today is day 9 of the small account challenge. I did take a 2-day break, but today is day 9. We're continuing and we're green today. And I'm happy. I could have done better, missed some opportunities, missed some entries, but it is what it is. A lot of opportunities was in the market today. I didn't take full advantage of all of them, which left me a little bit frustrated, a little bit, because I'm trying to train myself to be disciplined, to not overreact, not to force trade, because at the end of the day, there will always be another trade. And if not a trade today, there'll probably or more likely be another trade or entry tomorrow. So there's no point of being too upset. We're all human, so we're gonna have these emotion back and forth when we miss something or we see something leave without us. We have FOMO, but I'm trying to be a little bit more disciplined. But I wish I would have done a little bit better, because there was a good amount of opportunities that I could have banked on. But I took a couple trades today. I won on 2, lost on 2, and then I won on the last one after this. And I'm up $22 on the day. After commission, I was up a little bit more, but I over traded, so I need to calm down with the trades. Over trading, I should say. But anyways, leave in the comment section today, guys, if you made some money. If you didn't, so what? Just put it in the comment section. If you want to leave a comment to me what I could have done better, put it in the comment section. I'm open to hear what you guys think or your thoughts, all of that. So we're gonna go over the trade and let's tune in. Let's go on the chart. As you guys can see, I traded 4 stocks. I traded ALLK, GRNQ, MOB, and NUWE, right? So the first trade I took was on MOB, and that first trade was in the morning pre-market, and we're gonna talk about it. So let's go to MOB. This one, I feel like all my trade was good entries. It's just that I got in a little bit at the wrong time. The entries was perfect. I just felt like the timing was the wrong timing. So for example, I got in an MOB at 8:32. So that's what was around. Let me go on the 1-minute chart so you guys can see a little bit better. Let's zoom in. I got in the 1-minute chart at 8:32. So 8:32 around here. So what I was trying to do, I was trying to get in on this 1-minute pullback right here. So I got in a little bit too late right here. I got in at 338 with a share size of 147. As you can see, the trade did resolve in a sense, but as it broke the 1-minute pullback, jumped in at the 38 price range right here. Look at the crosshair, 38, and it went all the way to 345. And what happened was I was trying to hold it for it to resolve, like keep going, draw some more volume, but I guess people was not really going for it at this price range. And as you can see, it was the top of the move, so it hit 45, and I'm thinking, okay, I got it on the first 1-minute pullback. There was some volume. As you can see, we had a couple candles going up with strong volume. As you can see, each volume was getting higher and higher. So I thought this one, after a pullback, we will get the entry to go higher, and I misread it, and the price went down, and I was trying to hold it, and then I just seen that it was not going to my favor, so I finally took the loss at 325. So the price range I got out, it was at 325. So I had the right entry, just thought it was gonna make a different play, and it didn't, and I held it a little bit too long. Well, I wouldn't say I held it for a little bit too long, because I kept my stop very tight. This was a 13-cent stop. My stop is gonna be a 10-cent stop, but sometime I'll probably let it go for like a extra 5 cents. So 13-cent stop, I'm perfectly fine with that. So I managed the risk very nicely, and as you can see, I lost $19 and some change, $19.11. And then the next trade I took was on NUWE. This one was where I got a little bit frustrated, right? And let's type in this one. I was very, very frustrated. This is where I was trying to discipline myself in terms of don't get upset because this one was ripping. As you can see on the 5 minute, it was going up, 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 up. It went up, halted, resume, went down, and then this came down. I think it halted right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it halted right here. Then it resumed again, went down all the way to like a low of 134 and went all the way back up to 154. I was like, wow. And I was looking to get an entry, a 1 minute entry, but I forgot, like I just missed the entry. Like the price just snapped. I think it was around I forgot where it was, but I forgot the price. But I had my price, like my target, entry target set up. And as soon as I was gonna press the buy, it just snapped and went like probably like 5 or 6 cents above my entry. I'm like, wow. And I'm still looking for an entry, being the fact that it was very strong and I couldn't get an entry. And then finally I took a trade on it around 951. So a 951, right here. So 951, and I got that 161 right here. So I got in right here to anticipate, because it dipped down and I was anticipating it for the move to continue to go up. A 1 minute pullback, right? So finally I got in, price went up, and then it finally went back down. And like I said, my stop is a 10-cent stop loss. So yeah, I got in at 161, and price action came down, bounced up, and I was feeling a little bit shaky, and I just got out at 163. So I took 2-cent profit, and it left me with a profit of $10. Because it was so, the way how price action was moving, I wasn't too certain if I wanted to hold it, because this was very whippy and I did not want to go in this trade and then get caught in the halt going down. So I was like, you know what, let me take profit. It's a 2-cent winner, but I'm cool with that. $10 on that trade. Green is green, a win is a win. So what? The next trade I took was ALLK, which was around 10.28. So this was another one that I seen on my scanner. It popped up once on my scanner, and after that I was like, okay, it's not moving how I expected to move, because there wasn't a lot of price action or price movement. So it was around here that I seen it when I seen the pullback. So I thought that, you know, this is not doing nothing. The volume wasn't high at the moment when I saw it. The volume in sense of like green was high, but the overall volume wasn't high enough for me to want to take the trade. So it did the pullback. So I thought it was a fake, you know, a fake pull up, and then this was gonna continue going down. But I was wrong. It came down, did a 5 minute pullback, and then as soon as it ripped over, as soon as price action broke this high, it just started going bananas. It just kept going up, 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 as you can see on the 1 minute of what I'm talking about. Let's zoom in a little bit more. It just kept going up. And I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. I even put in my chat room, like, I did not expect that to happen. So it went up all the way to a high of 592. And then I'm like, okay, this is very strong. So I seen the pullback, and I seen this pullback. This is basically, I think this is a star. I don't even know the name of this. I think it's either a doji or a star, a bullish star, whatever you want to call it. Let me know in the comment section what this is. But I know this is a pattern that is like a bearish pattern. This is a bearish candle, I should say. Sorry. And it came down. Then finally, the first candle to break here, it just ripped up. When I seen this candle, I was like, okay, this looked like it's going to fail, but boy, I was wrong. A lot of momentum came in, a lot of volume came in and pushed this all the way back up. I'm like, wow. So this went from a low of, this candle went from a low of 543 all the way to a high of 681. And I'm like, wow, I missed out on that again. So then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna miss out again on this one. So now I'm looking for entry around what? It was 1028 when I took my first position. So 1028 around here. So as you can see, my entry was at 601. So 601, I got a quick entry at 601, anticipated in the break of the 1 minute, and then price action went up. And guess what I was trying to do? I was trying to hold it to see if it will continue the momentum of going higher. So I got the good entry, the right idea, good entry, but I'm thinking momentum was going to keep going up, volume was going to keep pushing up, and then I would enjoy the next leg up. Well, I was wrong, and I guess I'm starting to see what the issue is, and I'm going to take care of that. So I entered at 601. I got in with how many shares? I think it was like 400 or 500 shares. Yeah, 500 shares at 601, and then I did a 10 cent, basically a 9 cent gain. So a 9 cent gain, and I got out at 610. So I got out at 610 in the same candle basically. So it popped up, I seen a big seller, and then I hopped out at 610. So 610 is right here. So that was a $37 winner. And then the next trade I took was on GRNQ. And I traded this, well, how many times? 6 times actually. This is the one I kind of over traded, right? So let's go over to GRNQ. So GRNQ, which is the one that's on my level 2 right here, was going bananas as well. Very strong. So the first trade I took on this was right here at 13. So what is this? This I think was around, it was around like 1 something. Let's see. It was 137. 137. Let's see, 137. So like around here. Yeah, like 137 around here. Let me see. Actually, no, 127. So 127 around here. So same thing, seen some volume coming in, and I wanted to take the first the entry of the first candle to make the new high, and I got in a little bit early at like I said, at the price of 219, no, 229. So right here, the same, exactly right here, 229. And when I went in at 229, price went up, and then it failed. There was a lot of selling in this area, this zone right here, because you can see all the wicks. It tapped it, it couldn't go. Tapped it, couldn't go. Tapped it a couple times, and it couldn't go. So once I jumped in, it tapped the same area. Basically, this looked like a double top, and then it failed. Right, and then around 142, so 142, I held it enough. I held it, so I held it for a good while to anticipate that break. And the reason why I held it is because it looked strong. There was a lot of volume coming in, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hold it. And I got around 142, so 142, it came over here, and I took my loss right here. So I got in, took my loss, and then I went to the next trade. Next trade was around 143. So I entered at 143. So 143 around here. And the reason why I jumped in, it came down here, went up, retest this bottom, and then at 143, I'm like, okay, this still looked like it have some juice in it. So I jumped in right here with 250 shares, held it. So I got in at 143, got in at the price of 222. So right here, hiatus, looking for it to continue to go higher, and there was a lot of volume coming in, right? Came down a little bit, kind of tried to retest it, but it couldn't. ABC, this was a small ABC pattern, A, B, C, and then as you can see, it ripped all the way up on this 1 minute candle, all the way up to the high of 237. But I got out at 237, and I got out at what time frame? I got out at 149. So I got out at 149 around here because I was looking for it to continue to go higher. And the reason why I'm holding my position some of the time is because I need to let these stock play out how they want to play out. I don't want to just get in and just take some small profit and then make my losers bigger than my winners. So I try to give it some space to actually, work for itself. So this one, it worked in my favor in a sense, so in terms of working for itself. And then at the price at the time of 149.07, so around here, I took profit at 241. So around here, 241. So as you can see, I seen a big seller, sorry. And then I just punched the exit button and sold my shares of 250, right? And then the next trade I took was the same stock, and I took this around basically 2 o'clock, so around here. So 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and I got in at 255 because it came down. So 2 o'clock, it came down, retest that 50 psychological price range. Got in at 255, so 255 right here, anticipating the break of the first 1 minute to make a new high. Got in, and it came down a little bit, kind of struggled a little bit, and as you can see, it was struggling in this range. That $2.60 was a very strong sell area. There's a lot of sellers in that zone, so it struggled a little bit, and I had to keep my stop very tight for this one, right? So around 1403, which is 103, it finally got that pop up. So 203, it popped up to a high of 63, and then when it popped up at the high of 63, I seen a big seller, and I'm like, you know what, let's lock in my profit and just go. And I just took profit right there on this candle at 263. And that was the end of it, guys. All I can say is I really felt like I overtraded today, and I need to kind of keep that to a minimum. I need to keep that very small, because if I keep overtrading, then my commission is gonna run up, and I don't want to give back all my profit or majority of my profit to commission. Who wants to do that? So tomorrow I'm gonna try to keep my trades to a minimum, because overall, basically I took 5 trades today. No, I took 4 trades today. Almost all my trades was always like good entries. There was just good entries. They just didn't work out as how I planned it, or there was some type of resistance that pushed it back down. But I had the right idea on each of the trades that I'd taken. So I just need to try to get on the front end, where front end of the trade, where everything is starting to flow, and ride that momentum instead of waiting until everything's starting to cool down to get in. So that's what I'm gonna try tomorrow, and we'll see how that go. But if anything, guys, leave a comment in the bottom. Let me know how you guys feel about the trades I took. How did you guys do? What can I do better? I want to hear your comments. I'm open for constructive criticism. Sorry about that, but yeah, it's Key Life Trading, and also smash that subscribe button if you want to join the Key Life gang. Thanks for tuning in. It's Key Life Trading. Peace.